Hey, here's the assignment from last week. You can read it over if you want, but I wrote it good enough. Just summarized all that shit from the book. All you have to do is write your name, and that's it. So, this is a really weird question, but have you seen Heather lately? I know you don't hang out with her or anything, but I don't know what the fuck I'm thinking. Of course you wouldn't fucking know. If I don't know, how are you supposed to know? No, I don't know where she is. Friday, after I stormed off on you, I went to find Heather after school because we were supposed to hang out and all that, but I couldn't find her anywhere. I figured she was just being a bitch for some reason and ditched me. I mean, on the down low, we were fighting about something stupid, and I just thought she was trying to prove a point or something by, I don't know, abandoning me. But yesterday, I got fed up with the silent treatment. I finally went over to her house to get some answers, but she wasn't at home. It was just her parents. Apparently, they haven't seen her since Wednesday morning when she left for school. I know I said I was going to meet up with Heather after school on Friday, but we just do that every week, like a routine. I never actually saw her at school that day or the day before. I don't know. I just thought she was skipping school or something. Heather's done it before. She doesn't have the same pressure on her like I do. She can get away with that type of stuff. I didn't realize she was missing. Her parents have already called the police. At first they just thought she was partying it up somewhere. Told her parents that kids her age do this all the time. She'll show up eventually. But Heather would have told me if she was up to something. We tell each other everything. I just have a feeling that something horrible happened. And I feel like shit. I mean, I spent the majority of the weekend pissed at her, and she might be fucking dead or something. God, I feel so fucking stupid. Anyway, you don't even know Heather. It's not like you'd care. I don't even know why I came to you about it in the first place. Just finish up reading and write your name on the stupid paper so I can turn it in and get out of here. Well, I'm glad you care. Or at least pretend to care. Most people I've talked to today don't really get it. Too cool to let something like this bother them. Or maybe it's just a side effect of being backstabbing snakes for so long. Honestly, I don't really know what I'm gonna do after school. I just want to do something useful, I guess. I was gonna ride around town and see if I could find something that would lead me to her. There's no way she just up and vanished. This town's too small for that. There's nowhere to really go. Someone has to know something. Someone's had to have seen her somehow, somewhere. I know I don't have to do that, but Heather would do that for me. We fight and all that stuff, but doesn't mean we want anything bad to happen to each other. Fuck, I mean, I can't just pretend my life's fine when she's gone. Bitchy Kim is one thing, but I'm not a fucking psychopath. So, I'm gonna go look for her. I already tried to get some of my friends to go out on a search with me. They said they were too busy to come. So, I'm going by myself, I guess. Not like I can force anybody to come with me. They're busy not caring, I guess. Or maybe they never really cared about Heather in the first place. Pretended. They're good at pretending. So am I guess. Are you serious? You'll come? You really do that for me? Even though I'm not all that nice to you? Like, at all? Oh, damn. I appreciate it. So, do you want to go now, or do you have something you have to take care of before? It doesn't matter if you do. I can go out and get a head start and meet you outside the movie theater if you want. Sounds good? Okay. I'll be there to meet up at 4:30ish. Enough time? Okay. Good. I'll see you then. Hey. Sorry, I'm a little late. It took longer than I thought to bike over here. I was checking to see if Heather was maybe hiding out with someone I thought she cut out of her life, but she wasn't there after all. Anyway, you ready? I've been racking my brain for places Heather could be. Then I remembered this secret spot we used to use as a hideout when we were younger and, cared about that type of stuff. I think she's still been using it, though. She would tell me from time to time things she stashed there in case I went to go check. Not that I ever did. Be crap like her weed or any of the shit she didn't want her parents to find. I'm worried that maybe someone kidnapped her or attacked her while she was on her way there. I mean, a teenage girl alone in a place like that. That's the type of shit you see in the news. Girls like her had God knows what's done to them and dumped in the middle of the desert or something. Makes me want to throw up just thinking about it. I'm not stupid. I wasn't gonna go on my own if you weren't gonna come with me. I'm not much use to Heather if I die too. But do you think we'll be alright going together? Honestly, I was hoping Ben or someone like that on the football team would go with me, but I think you'll be fine. You stood up to Ben before, so you're like kinda brave. Deep down. Well, yeah, there's a big difference between a school bully and a potential murderer, but it'll just have to be a risk we're willing to take. I mean, what are the odds of killers even hanging around there anyway? Wouldn't someone want to flee the scene of the crime? Oh. Some killers like to linger. What, did you read that somewhere? Ugh, ew. That's so fucking creepy. But I still have to go. I have to make sure she isn't there, or maybe see if there's a clue or something. A trace of her. Maybe she left something there before she disappeared. Anything for me to look into. So, we going? I don't care if we bike around the town late, but I don't want to be in the middle of nowhere when it's dark. Talk about just asking to die. Huh? Oh, yeah. Ben was one of the people I asked to come with me, but you already know that none of them wanted to come with. Ben was the same. Fucking asshole. You'd think he'd at least try to give a shit when it's his girlfriend's life on the line. But we just ended up getting into a fight over it, and I stormed off. I mean, I guess Ben and Heather weren't actually dating lately, but they've always been off and on. They keep coming back to each other. Guess it's a reliable fallback option or whatever. Like, I don't understand how he isn't worried. I get that they have their weird shit to figure out, but how isn't he scared for her? Sure, Heather's disappeared on some people before, but never me. She tells me where she's been after a few days, calls or something. This is weird. This isn't Heather. The fight wasn't a big deal. I fight with Ben pretty often anyway. We've never really got along. I just tolerated him for Heather's sake. Said that he can't just drop everything on a dime to roam aimlessly around town hoping to catch a sight of Heather. Said she was likely just holed up in a friend's house hungover and high. Done the whole song and dance before and didn't want a do-over. When I told him I checked everywhere she could have been, he just brushed it off. Said she must have just been holed up in a new friend's place. Said I didn't know Heather as well as I thought I did. Asked why I cared so much when us girls always talk shit behind each other's backs anyway. Had the audacity to say Heather had a lot of things to say about me behind my back. Fucking liar. Yeah, it was a lot. So, obviously, Ben's not gonna be any help. Fuck him. No. Ben's a bastard, but he wouldn't have actually done anything to Heather. At least it doesn't make any sense to me. Guy's a coward, deep down. He's happy with the status quo, but never shake it up or let his anger ruin his life. Only ever beats people up with his goonies around anyway. Probably couldn't even suck a pacifier without one of them putting it in his mouth first. You've only ever seen Ben around school. That's where he can pretend he's a somebody. Where he actually matters. But outside of that, worthless. After he graduates, he'll just be one of the regular schmoes around this town. Probably work some blue-collar job around here and never leave. Forever remembering his stupid high school glory days. Me? I don't know what to be, really. I guess my dad'll tell me when it's time. That's what he always does anyway. Why? You got any special plans, Normie? Ugh. Would you rather me call you loser again? Normie is better than loser. At least that's what I think. Because you're perfectly average at school. Neither an actual loser, but not anyone important, really. Not that being high school important really matters all that much. So, like I said, you have plans? Maybe? Huh. Cool. At least someone does. Here. This should be it. Heather used to live in that house up there on the hill. We come down here to get away from our parents. Not that any of them actually cared about us roaming off on our own. What? Oh, well, the playhouse looks like shit now because no one takes care of it. But it used to be Heather's. Her dad had it built for her, I think. Not that it matters. Anyway, don't get a splinter. I'm not pulling it out for you. Oh, here's her pile of crap. Help me look. Maybe she left something that's sort of like a clue. So we got cigs, forgotten report card, gum. Oh, fuck. Weed. Don't need to be caught with that. Pens, random shit. Ugh. Damn it. Heather, why did you treat this place like a dump? Half of this stuff is fucking garbage. Her journal. Fuck. She keeps it all the way out here? Well, I guess she really doesn't want her parents reading it. I wonder if she wrote anything important. I should read it, right? I don't want to, but I should. Look away. You heard me? Search around for clues or look at the floor or something. I'm not gonna show you everything in Heather's diary. At least I'm Heather's best friend. I know most of her secrets anyway. But you are a stranger. So look away. Thank you. It'll just be a minute. I'm not gonna sit here and read every single page. I just need to do a skim. Please be something I actually need. Parent troubles, emotions, grades. Ew, I don't want to read about her sex life. Skip. Huh? Oh. This is about me. I'll skip that too. Let's just go to the last entry. Maybe that'll have something we can go off of. Here it is. And then I went. What the fuck? You, take a look at this. Ugh, I know I told you not to look, but now I'm telling you to look. Get with the program, idiot. Look here, it's fucking weird. She wrote that she broke into the school late Sunday night to spray paint something on someone else's locker. Guess it was a stupid dare. That's not that weird. While she was sneaking around, she passed by the library. Saw a weird light glowing in there. Checked it out through the little glass part of the door and saw 2 of the janitor. Like, 2 copies of him. It freaked her the fuck out, so she just left. Ran home. I'm not reading it wrong, right? You see that written too? What the hell? Was she on something or out of her fucking mind? She seemed jittery on Monday morning when I saw her, but she wasn't hallucinating, I don't think. She just seemed anxious, and I thought it was regular family issues, so I didn't pry. It wasn't a big deal. How do you even explain this? Even if the janitor has a twin, what the fuck would the 2 be doing in the school's library in the middle of the night? That doesn't make any sense either. Do you think the janitor knew she saw? Well, I don't know if he was involved, but one night Heather sees the janitor doing something weird, and only days later she vanishes? Suspicious as fuck, in my opinion. You're telling me you don't agree? Of course I'm biased against the janitor. I've always thought he's been creepy as hell, but I didn't have an actual reason to think so until now. This is certified creepy. I can't bring this journal to the police. They'll just think she's on something, taking harder drugs. They won't buy it. I have to find something that's a stronger lead, something that the adults will actually believe in, something that they can't just brush off. Oh no. I guess I need to snoop on the janitor. Or the library, at least. Figure out what's going on there. Maybe it's something. I don't know what I'm looking for, but I've looked everywhere else. This is the only clue I got. I have to at least try and look around for something. What if the fucking janitor has Heather captive or something? I can't just ignore her journal. Ugh, you know what? If you want to dip out, fine. I don't care. Do whatever you want, but I'm going to keep looking for Heather. If you end up seeing something freaky, then talk to me. If not, then... For real? You're not ditching? I don't know, you were getting antsy about going to the cops. Thought you were ready to throw in the towel. I mean, it makes sense. The people who know Heather don't even want to look for her. What's she to you anyway? Wow. You're not gonna let me do it alone. Cool action hero moment. Well, let's get out of here. I'm taking the journal with us. I'm sure Heather won't mind.